Hello, everyone. My name is Ardi Kveven, and I want to thank you for joining me virtually on this presentation for an information session about the Ocean Research College Academy. And my apologies for those who did not get notification of the college closure on our March 5th. And this is one of our adaptive measures to give you the information and share with us or share with you programmatic details. So I'm going to share my screen and start the PowerPoint and encourage you to sign in on this Google form. Include your email, and then at the end of this presentation, you'll have an opportunity to visit the URL again and ask questions, and I'll send out all my responses to everyone who has signed in. So thanks for joining us. If you don't know very much about the Ocean Research College Academy, the origin story is a vision that I had for a way I think powerful teaching and learning looks like. And so 17 years ago, we started this program at Everett Community College as a magnet program for high school juniors and seniors to come and be inspired by this place, as am I. And part of the legacy of this story is that students are able to engage deeply, connect to people, and tell their story about what it means to study marine science here in the Pacific Northwest. And this drawing was done by one of our alumni who studied eelgrass when she was here and yet went on to major in art and psychology. And so I'll use this as a thread to share. You can study whatever you want with your work here at the Ocean Research College Academy, because you are set up to be successful in any discipline. So the framework of our program is 2 full years for high school juniors and seniors, and the Running Start model at the state and through the college allows students to take up to 90 credits tuition free. And at ORCA, the classes are predetermined during the first year of the program to enable students to meet their high school graduation requirements in core academics, as well as build on their Associates of Arts and Sciences degree. We like to think of ourselves as educationally innovative, and the process and nature of science that engages active learning, hands-on, experiential, in a relationship-rich environment connecting to all other disciplines also supports students in their reflection and metacognition. So thinking about how they learn, discussing it with others, and then communicating it to a broader audience. So this connections to people in place, while we study deeply here in Possession Sound, but essentially students are able to take these skills, the writing, the communication, the collaboration, and apply them to any context. And one of the mechanisms through which we do that is our research emphasis. So during the first year, students participate in monthly cruises. The boat goes out every other week with a rotating group of students. And during the first year of the program, students focus on what we call our State of Possession Sound. This is a research initiative that we started 16 years ago that studies the health of this local ecosystem. So during the first year, the students learn the process and nature of science and studying actively from a boat by collecting every water quality metric: temperature, salinity, dissolved oxygen, pH, chlorophyll concentration, and turbidity. We look at the biota of the region, the birds and mammals that use this region, their abundance and distribution. We look at any presence for fecal coliform. We study the nutrient levels. Students collect plankton samples, and always they are on board working on our National Science Foundation funded research vessel, the EvCC's, to ask questions and then build their connections to this place through their layers of understanding. As the course goes from fall, winter, spring, they add continual connections to their understanding and work with this longitudinal data set, looking at change over time and locational connections. And during their second year, students have the opportunity to ask more original questions about this place and design their own research projects. So the graph below is an example of a student that asked questions about temperature anomalies or temperature variation within the sound from the connection of the river, where the river is coming out and entering in off of the shelf right out in front of our campus. And students were also supported for this to really step up their study during the summer between their junior and senior year. And so while the research has a very strong lens of marine science emphasis, our students go on and graduate from university in a variety of majors. So you see in this graphic, the frequency of occurrence of the bachelor's degree is shown by the size of the word cloud. And so obviously environmental science, biology, marine biology, oceanography have a central emphasis. However, education, engineering, nursing, communications, criminal justice, mathematics are also majors that students take what they do here with us after building a community, collaborating, and communicating their findings. They take these skills, most importantly working and solving problems, work with big data, to any major. And they use their experience here at the program to help distinguish themselves at the next step of their university experience. So the big challenge of current college closures and online is, how do students take their placement tests? Usually they take an AccuPlacer placement exam that's ideally designed to help identify what class students should start in college. And we are looking, because of the centrality of math to our program, particularly for data analysis, we're looking for students to be ready for college level pre-calculus. And so that's what Math 141 is. We have offered summer math prep course ever since our inception, because math is so central to what we do here. And math is also central to identifying students' approach to learning. We often use it to assess mindset. Do students have a fixed mindset, or are they flexible and able to look at problems in a more holistic approach? So this is what we normally do. However, our adaptive measures, AccuPlacer may still be an option. Students would need an SID in order to take our AccuPlacer online, and they can generate an SID by applying to Running Start. Normally you need test scores in which to apply. And remember, this is Running Start application through Everett Community College website, not a traditional Everett Community College application. So sign up or apply to Running Start without scores in order to generate a student identification number. Then you will get instructions from the college on how to create that. And there is an online payment plan in order to take the AccuPlacer test. And I believe the test is $33. And Google some examples of that exam to become familiar with it. If you already have a PSAT score, you could submit that. But if at any point in time you have a question, please contact us, orca@everettcc.edu, or apply. ORCA is also one of the emails that we are monitoring. So here's how we view math readiness at ORCA. So depending on your current math class at your comprehensive high school, we know that if you are in algebra and geometry, you will be attending summer math camp if you are admitted to ORCA, or summer math prep course at ORCA. And we'd like to identify a time to schedule an individual math meeting. And we are able to do this online, and we are adapting as conditions unfold. So schedule this at the URL listed here on this screen. But if you are in algebra and geometry, part of the individual math meeting will look at how strong your foundation is, but also your approach to learning. But you will be slated to take our summer math prep course offered during the month of July. And it is fee-based, because Running Start does not cover summer tuition. Depending on how much math summer prep you need, the cost is variable by credit, 1 or 2 credits, which are listed below. If you are in Algebra 2 or beyond in your current high school math course, if we have those placement scores, we'll look at those, and we also may schedule a group math meeting, again, to work problems with you and see how strong your foundation in math and what your approach is. So students apply to Running Start online with or without their placement scores by early May. ORCA, due to the current COVID-19 closures and online work, we are extending our deadline. So to submit the ORCA application online with PDFs, hopefully you're able to get a letter of recommendation as well as a snapshot of your unofficial transcript from whatever document service your school district uses. And our hope is to have these online by May 15th. They do need to be a PDF. And then you have 3 essays. So show us your passion of what you enjoy doing. Tell us why you want to come to ORCA. And there is an anything else essay. Please do not leave that blank. There's more to you than what we've been able to assess through the online application. So please share us another piece of your story. And the application is readily available online. The traditional steps are listed here, and we have our adaptive measures that we are talking about as well. And one of the questions we often get that are general to students is, do I attend my sponsoring high school? And our answer is not usually. As a dual enrollment program, you get college credit in 2 places, here at Everett Community College as well as on your high school diploma. And 1 5-credit class at the college equals 1 entire credit at your comprehensive high school. So if you do have remaining high school credits, for example in PE, foreign language, or fine arts, you'll work with one of your ORCA faculty advisors to design a schedule during your 2nd year of the program to build in those electives on your main campus courses while you continue to take classes here at ORCA. As a dual enrollment student, you are eligible for any activity here at the college or at your comprehensive high school, and you are eligible for athletics at your comprehensive high school. While tuition up to 15 credits per quarter is covered, ORCA operates at a tuition surcharge of 16 or 17 credits. And so that carries a fee of about $200 per quarter. Textbooks, hopefully you will find cheaper online. They average about $100 per quarter. The college enhanced campus enhancements, web services, computer fees, etc., also run between $100 and $200 a quarter. And through the Running Start website, you are able to determine if you're eligible for a fee waiver. We have about 4 mechanisms that can trigger that. The first is eligibility for free and reduced lunch at your comprehensive high school. And then at ORCA, we also support students that are just beyond eligibility for a fee waiver through financial support in the form of book scholarships, as well as a tuition support and lab fee. So this was a quick encapsulation of what we would normally cover at an information session. And so again, make sure you have signed in. Know that we've extended the deadline until May 15th, and I will post accompanying documents that we normally give as handouts at our information session. But follow us on Instagram for latest updates, and pending conditions, we plan to have a final information session that we've extended to Thursday, April 30th, and we'll shoot for doing the Spanish translated version at 4:30 and a regular English version at 6 o'clock. So please let me know if you have any questions about this through that tiny URL, and then the whole audience will get the information session. So thank you for viewing, and stay safe.